Okay, I'm just going to try to stick along the guitar workshop theme, okay?
Okay.
Okay, this would be sort of a guitar player style thing. Advice to guitarists, what do they need? Do they need to spend time practicing? Do they need to spend time getting the technology down? How's it different today than it would have been back in the 60s?
Well, I think possibly guitar playing is different today from when I started. There weren't as many off-the-rack effects and things. You had to really search for your sound, you know, because everybody all had the same equipment. So it was really down to your fingers and your particular style that made you sound unique. Now everybody can go in and pick up, instantly sound like any one of the good guitar players out there, like your Eddie Van Halens and people like that. I think it's important for a guitar player to play different types of music and to practice different things and not just stick with one style because, you know, like copying one individual guitar player, because that way you'll never develop your own style, and that's what's important.
What about that homogenized sound? Do you think rock's all tending to sound the same these days?
Yeah, well, especially those LA bands, you know, those LA heavy metal bands, really, they're just faceless, you know. You've seen one, you've seen them all.
So how would you tell the guitarist to identify his own style? What does he need to be looking for in developing that?
That's just something that comes over the years, you know. You just got to be really dedicated. It's a pretty crazy life, and you've got to really want it to you know, stick with it. Things don't happen overnight.
Now, how about practicing? Do you need to practice a lot?
Yeah, it's important to practice. I get a little lazy from time to time, but about twice a year I sit down for about 3 weeks and go to it, you know. But I definitely don't practice as much as I should, but I play every night. Tonight's show will be our 12th consecutive show, so I think I can forego a little bit of exercises in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Now, how important is technology, too? Do you have to have a flanger, a phaser?
Well, that all depends. I'm a little bit gizmo crazy. I have a fairly sophisticated rig that I use, but that's just because I've co-produced all my albums and I'm familiar with outboard gear and mixing and all of that, and I would rather have my own options rather than leave it up to the individual mixing the house PA system, if you know what I'm talking about. But really, with rock and roll stuff, all you need to know is positive and negative. That's it. It's all just basic electricity.
Mm-hmm. Now, how do you
Most of the stuff now, if it breaks, nobody can fix it anyway. You know, it's all IC chips and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. How do you see your sound as progressing or evolving?
Well, it's a little difficult for me to notice it, you know, dramatically changing from one sound to another, because it happens slowly over a period of months and years. But I think I've got an identifiable sound now after all this time, and it's just something that happens naturally.
Now, there are hundreds of thousands of bands out there. What do you say to someone who says, you know, I've got the technique, I can play fast, you know, I can make the notes sing, but I can't make it?
Gee, that's a heartbreaker. I really don't know. It's important. Creativity is probably the most important thing in any art, if I can get away with calling rock and roll art for a second. So I forgot what I was talking about. Anyway.
No, okay, well, out of the hundreds of thousands.
You know, then playing a bar band. If you just enjoy playing, then, you know, if you know your limitations, but you should really strive for creativity and individualism.
But isn't that true, though? This is really the last question, but isn't it true that you can have fun just being a musician? You don't have to make it. You can have fun just playing with your friends as long as you get the satisfaction from music.
Yeah, sure. I don't see why not. You know, rock and roll isn't pretty. You know, it's a dirty job.
But you still
I still do it. You know.